Bitch, for sure. You're not listening to the Man of that Cherry Smooth. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now I want to talk about morality. What the fuck is morality? You see what I'm saying? Because people got mad moral systems out here. You see what I'm saying? Mad moral systems. Now, this is what you need to understand. Morality, let me turn this off real quick. That's kind of disturbing me a little bit. Now, when we talk about morality, right? Morality is how you construct your reality. So morality is a person that lives in a reality but create a bunch of moral systems or create a moral system. So that's why you call it morality. Now, I'm going to do another video about the T words at the end, that end with T, like morality, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. But for the most part, getting into morality, this is a person who's in a specific reality, in a specific realm of reality, and then they create a bunch of moral systems. So that'll be what morality is, third dimensional wise. Now, fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional wise. Damn, why the fuck is it so dark? This plays out as a spiritual jail cell. So morals is like almost like a spiritual cage, or it's like a limitation. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when you construct a moral system, what do construction workers do? They build, they construct, right? So whatever they build it and construct, when you go inside it, it has fucking cages in there, cells in there, aka rooms in there. So it's a construction, and once you go inside a building, you're limited to outside. You're limited to the perspective of outside, which is outside air, outside sight, viewing, because you're looking at a wall. You're looking at something that you're in. So when you're constructing a moral system in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, this is you building yourself or creating a building to go into in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension spiritually. So that's what would be a moral system. So what kind of building do you have? Do you got a good sufficient building that can hold a lot of business? Or do you got a bum ass building that everybody piss on and do graffiti on? You see what I'm saying? And that's going to let you know what kind of moral system you have. And other people are going to do some type of moral judgment. If you got a bunch of people doing bad moral judgments towards you, then you kind of got to understand what's actually going on. See what I'm saying? When you got a bunch of people who say you got good judgments and things of that nature, and you're in realms of realities where whatever you have constructed as far as an idea that you like to go along with, if it works for you and it's benefiting you other than hindering you, then that lets you know you in a circumstance or a situation where the building that you built for yourself actually can sustain all weather, and you actually got internet, Wi-Fi, and you got all kind of shit that doesn't necessarily allow you to have to go over a friend's house or somebody else's house to actually enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Which that can end up being a spiritual cage also after a while. But that's what you need to know from a clearest perspective of a motherfucking moral system. You know what I'm saying? Now, dealing with moral systems, see, here's the thing. A lot of y'all get y'all morality from somebody else's moral system. So a lot of y'all create y'all reality based upon someone else's morals. So your morality end up being copied or rendered or an offspring of someone else's based upon your family or friends and how much they think that building is actually sustainable in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. But y'all motherfuckers always getting windows broken into. Somebody's always breaking in y'all buildings. Somebody's always rearranging shit in y'all building. AKA, if you got your moral system and your morality from a religious, let's say Christianity, right? That means y'all built the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional temple or church, right? So this church, right, always getting re-innovated. Every time somebody else come into y'all church, shit getting moved around, altars getting moved around, aka in the third dimension, preachers coming up with different concepts of how to preach, or that religion get debunked, or people start to realize what that shit really mean. In the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, that ain't nobody but people doing graffiti on that building and shit like that. And if you in that building, then you're going to be talking to the people in that building like, man, this is fucked up what they doing outside. They breaking the law. But you need to understand that building itself, nobody give a fuck about that building. That's why they start peeing and doing graffiti on it in the first place. Or people who come into that building who somewhat agree with y'all start changing shit around. Therefore, y'all end up having other theologies and other moral systems or other concepts of how to deal with y'all religion. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all got new denominations. You see what I'm saying? So it goes deep when you talk about, so be careful where you pick up your morality, because that's nothing more, nothing less, but you constructing a moral system within the realm of reality that you are in. And since you are in the third dimension, it's easy to get lost here, because there's so many things here that will play out as an illusion, and other spirits will utilize these shapes and forms in order to gain whatever you want to give, whatever they want attention for. So a lot of illusions come into the form of love, light, you know what I'm saying, language, logic, emotions, and feel. A lot of people, places, and things, these shapes and forms come in a lot of different ways that may blind you to a certain degree, but you need to understand that you need to look at your spiritual building that you are in, aka your moral system, because that's going to construct how people look at your morality down here in the third dimension. You see what I'm saying? So get good. If you are going to create a building, get good bricks, man. Get good, or woman, man, girl, man, nigga, get good bricks. Get good sustaining nails. If you need help, you know what I'm saying, getting some construction from somebody else who work in construction already, like Archangel Uriel in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension. I'm a construction worker. So, you know what I'm saying? Watch my videos to help you. That's what this video is about. You know what I'm saying? So you can know what Home Depot or what Lowe's you need to go to in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, what kind of bricks you need to get, what sizes you need to get, what window ledges you need to get. You know what I'm saying? So your building could be sustainable in this motherfucker. And therefore, when we are going through bad weather time in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension realm, and it's cold and shit, and we got to go put it on a coat, or we got to get out of that motherfucking thunderstorm or that weather or that hurricane or that disaster in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, esoteric wise, when it is time for that, you know that your building is sustaining. You know what I'm saying? You know that you ain't got to go into a basement when we having a 4th, 5th, or 6th dimensional tornado. You know what I'm saying? You know that your windows and shit like that, you ain't gonna hear a bunch of rubbing on your windows and shit when the wind is blowing real hard and it's thunderstorming and shit. Your ass gonna be straight, and your Wi-Fi connection gonna be straight, for you can still watch Archangel Uriel on the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension. I fucks with y'all. Fight boss, bitch. Goddamn air.